Good morning, guys. Kicking the Sunday off with a powerful breakfast. We got omelette, greens here, beans, some chicken, two toasts with cheese and cucumber, and I got something like a yogurt on the side. This one's got a nut flavor, and it's protein rich, which is an extra plus. I hate to admit that, but most of the tasks that I have for today have to do with me staying on my laptop and typing different shit in. I would pretty much like the day to be a little bit more active in terms of physical movement, but that's okay, There are different days and it's important to switch up sometimes. Anyway, I'm going to grab a coffee at one of my favorite places nearby. And of course, I do have my laptop with me. I have to write a series of posts for my social to promote my solo gig that's happening late November. I'm very excited, even though I don't think I truly realize the amount of work that I'm about to do closer to the date. So we'll see how that goes. Here we go. Drink at coffee shop. Really like that it's very, very digitized and you order beforehand through the app. Then you just come, grab your drinks and you're good to go. After finishing the posts, I took a long walk around the city center of Astana and man, look at these views. The city is at its best for sure at that time of the year. I love the scale, I love how the modern architecture is paired with the greenery. And even though the city's anatomy is quite controversial, I still like how it's growing. And every time I come here, there's something new around the corner. I stayed outside till the dark and topped it all off by strolling along the wonderful Nurjol Boulevard. So before I wrap today's video up, I just want to talk a little about one of the most effective ways to learn more about yourself. At least it's been effective for me quite a few times. But before I get to it, I gotta tell you a story. And please bear with me, it's not gonna be super short, but it'll make sense in the end. So for the last 5 years, I've been working as a product designer. And 2 years ago or so, I kind of started feeling that I'm losing enthusiasm for work. Most of the tasks started to feel less exciting, pointless, and dull. I even started to feel more disconnected with the team and the company overall. I kind of started feeling this urge to change something. At the same time, I was looking at some of my friends and even people that I barely know joining these big tech companies and moving to the US or to Europe and starting new chapters in their careers. And, deep inside, I felt jealous and I was thinking, man, maybe I'm losing something. Maybe I'm missing something. I deserve this also. I have to be there. I have to have this corporate success. So, that made me question, maybe I should really move on right now. Maybe it's the time for me to finally level up my career. Maybe I should change my employer and move to a larger company that has better benefits. And I believe that would truly figure my life out, that would truly fix everything that I was struggling with. So it all started with one simple resume that I put out on a job search website. But then when I didn't get any immediate feedback from the industry, of course, I took that as a challenge. I said to myself, I'm gonna join this corporate race. I'm gonna grind every day to get the best portfolio possible. I'm gonna fill in the LinkedIn page so that no one has to say anything bad about it. I'm gonna be a perfect candidate. I got to get that job in the big tech industry, And so 2024 was crazy. I was literally spending my days crafting my resume, making my own portfolio website from scratch, and then applying to over 200 jobs. And so I did get interviews and some of them were quite successful. I even got and declined a few job offers from the employers that I didn't really find attractive at the time. But at the end of 2024, there were these two companies that I was interviewing with. And the process went super smooth. with both of them. And I thought they were both super cool. I was overly excited about joining any of those companies. Everything had been going super well, and I was expecting 2 job offers at a time. But in fact, they both rejected me within a span of a couple days. You know, that hit hard, man. That was unpleasant to realize that, you know, I spent a whole year trying to play this corporate game and present myself in the best way possible on this market, and realizing that I didn't really reach the result that I was aiming for. That was painful. But a couple of weeks later, when the emotions kind of fell back, I admitted that I feel relieved. That's been a surprising feeling to me because, you know, after all that time spent grinding, you know, every day waking up to new YouTube videos on how to build a better profile on LinkedIn, you know, after all of that, realizing that I feel good not being in it anymore, that felt, you know, strange. So after looking into this, I've came to a realization that maybe a person that was trying so desperately to complete this quest was just not me. Like, you know, it didn't feel 100% genuine all the way along. Starting from the point when I prepared for the interviews, where I was completely sacrificing my personal life and my artistic hobbies, to the interviews themselves, when I was maybe exaggerating a little bit about my professional enthusiasm and trying to be a better designer than I actually was. So I concluded that I might have been fighting for the wrong objective, for an illusionary dream of someone else. And this thought felt like some weight falling off my shoulder, man. Like, it became so much easier since then. I decided to go back to things that I actually always loved doing, which is expressing myself through different mediums, you know, making music, making content. And that is actually the reason that I started this YouTube channel, because, you know, I want to be heard and I feel like I get to share something with the world. I have this baggage that I'm able to use to help people feel better and to inspire people a little bit. Even if it's just a small contribution, I still want to be a part of this, and I still feel like I have this potential to make someone's day better. So now let's get back to where we started. And the takeaway from this story is the best way to find how you truly feel about a hobby, a passion, or a role is to just go extreme about it. You know, just go crazy about it. Live like you're already that person. You know, try to put on that skin. Try to behave like you're already doing this for a lifetime. You know, and just observe how you feel about it. Because if you do so, it's almost guaranteed that within a short time frame, you'll try out so many different things that have to do with your passion that you're trying to test on yourself. You'll experiment so much that you'll understand whether you are really into this and you want to keep going and dig even deeper inside it, or you just never want to do that again. Because we spend a lot of time fantasizing about, oh, it would be good if I was this type of person. It would be good if I tried this. But the thing is, you just have to start and dive as deep with this as possible. And the sooner you do this, the sooner you'll find out what is actually yours and what is not. And I know that it definitely feels more comfortable to learn things the slow way, but sometimes you just have to, you know, experience the extreme. So then you can get a steady and thoughtful growing in a direction that is truly yours. So yeah, I hope that's some food for thought, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one.